What do you see as the main function of those signboards? What you personally, as principal of this school, why would you bother changing the message out the front? What purpose does it serve?
I want to capture people's attention. I want to communicate a message. I want to communicate the values of the school.
To whom?
To the wider community. But firstly to our parent community,
Okay.
who drive by.
Right.
If it was on a main road, it would be to the wider community.
Mm-hmm.
The signs would probably be a little bit different. Not a lot, but a little bit different depending on who the target audience is. You would find, I do the signs.
Okay.
That's how important I think they are.
As in you
I make
decide
the
the
signs
message. Yeah.
Right?
Who goes and changes the words? The
Lee
grandson?
does, the facilities officer.
Yeah.
Right? And it's sometimes it's a message to the students, sometimes it's a message to the parents, sometimes it's a message, for example, last week when we've had an issue with the media, I've put out a special Hawk Chat, which is our family newsletter,
Yes.
and it says, please read Hawk Chat this week, important message for parents.
Okay.
The week before, exams, study, study, study.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple message. Sometimes healthy hawks and what that means.
Yes.
Sometimes it's hawks with basically a line. Sometimes it's one of our values.
Okay. So you're targeting essentially or primarily direct members of the school community, students or parents or carers or
anybody
whatever.
who drives by sometimes too, because it's about what is important at this school.
So have you, to your knowledge, ever had people who would not be members of the school community, direct members, as in parents or whatever, contact the school about a message it's had up there, or?
Not at this school.
Yes.
I used to manage it when I was at my last school in Brisbane as well, and yes, I would. And it was a very interesting comment because there was one person who said, we can tell that there's somebody new in that school by what's written on the signs outside.
Mm.
And I said, what do you mean by that? And this fellow said to me, it wasn't unrelated to the school, said, it used to always be what's on, now it's about who you are and what you stand for. And I thought that was very insightful.
That is an intriguing comment.
And from then on, I just realised, that was early in my principalship at that last school, I realised how important that was. And what happens is that I do it. I'm the person responsible for it. I deal directly with the facilities officer, comes in here, talks to me. My last school was a teacher aide, could come up, knock on my door and say, where's my new sign?
Yeah, so do you have a regular, like do you try to turn over the messages every so often, or just when something arises?
At least once a week.
Okay.
Sometime this week it's been 3 times.
Okay.
Because I've wanted to get different messages out there.
Do you keep a record of what you've had up on them?
I don't, but sometimes when it's a really good message, when I'm very happy with it, I'll just keep a copy of it in my file, and it will re-emerge 3 months, 6 months later.
See, one of the things we were wondering whether and
Do you read my sign?
oh yeah, well, every time we're around the place, we do, with this project, we have done regular circuits. Like
Sometimes we get feedback from the primary school. They look across.
Yes, yes.
And the office staff, or if I'm over there for some reason, say, oh, good sign the other day, you know? So, yeah.
Because their signs are fairly different. They
are very different.
Very different from what
They are.
you'd be putting up here,
that's
what
right.
we see here.
Although I have noticed just recently, there's been a bit more of a values statement within it.
Would you ever feel, is there any sort of self-censorship that might happen? Like, do you ever feel that there are some boundaries placed around the sort of messages that you might, as a principal, put up?
No, I mean, it's a matter of, that's part of the reason I do it.
Yes.
Because it's my message.
Yes.
And so it's about making sure that it's, that I'm comfortable with the message I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
again, I can defend that message to say that this is important.
Yeah.